In this video, we fit some shiny bits to my Arrma Outcast 4S. We try a loop-the-loop, then we go to the moon. And Claire is childish. What's going on? Do you want to get rich quick? Then buy a lottery ticket and hope for the best. If you want to get rich for sure, you have to provide either a product or service of value. I've spent the past 10 years of my life trying many different ways of making money online. And by far, the quickest and easiest way that I have found is by selling on eBay. And I've helped hundreds of people make thousands of dollars every single month. So if you want more money so you can buy more toys, buy a nice house, or quit that dreaded 9 till 5, then click the link down below and I'll show you how. Guys, I have some goodies for my Arrma Outcast 4S. These are from Custom RC Upgrades. There's going to be a link to these down below. So let's stick them on and then we'll take it out for a blast. So if we have a look at their custom RC upgrade parts, they've got much bigger bearings, especially if we have a look at the inside look. This one here, very thin wool. Weight-wise, we're looking at 25 grams for the stock and 48 grams for the modified one. Check it out, guys, all fitted. So next, I'm going to chuck the rest of them on. Boom! There we go, all on. Everything went on there perfectly. If you want to see the whole fitting procedure, I did it on my live stream channel. Link to that channel down below. Boom! There we go. And by the way, I've got a couple of other upgrades on this. I've got this different servo here, loads of speed, loads of torque, dirt cheap. I'm going to put a link to all these other upgrades that I've got on this truck down below. Alright, enough waffle, let's go play. Here we are at the skate park. We got the Outcast. Oh my god. Oh. No, not having it. Do you want to have a go? No. There, go on. Claire's going to do it. Yeah, Bangor special. Link down below. Heavy, isn't it? Yeah. Woman driver. Nail it. You don't know which way it's going to fly out. Oh. Oh no! I'm not paying for that. Oh, I'm a tough baby. So these aluminium bits from Custom RC Upgrades held together perfectly, but we broke another one of these. But to be fair, this was already broken to start with. Oh, now it's dead. We might as well finish it. So Claire's got the old GoPro over there. Check out Claire's channel. Are you ready? Here we go. Oh! It's still going. All right, let's do a Martin tyre warm up. Oh! All right, here we go. What happened?
You've broken your back as well now.
Oh, oh there we go. Oh, I'm a tough baby. Got an RPM one going on there next. What happened?
You broke it.
Oh. Oh, so Claire wants to go on the zip wire. Who's going first?
You.
Me?
Yeah. Test it out.
You look like a massive hunchback.
I don't care.
What is in? What's in there? You just get Steve on here.
You can take a run up. That's rubbish.
We just get Steve on here. Go on then, take a run up. Here we go. Faster, faster. Stephen. Stephen. He's ignoring me. Pat, what about both of you getting on it? Alright, so these are trying to figure out how you can get both on there. You might have to get in, you have to get in some sort of a sexy position. Really? Yeah. There we go. 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 Oh no, here comes the crash. What's going on? What's going on?
I don't know, he's just told me I look like a hunchback.
Alright, back in the shop, let's have a quick inspection. So the custom RC upgrades, aluminium parts, they held up perfectly. The suspension arms, not so much. Broke 2 of them this time. These are a little bit of a weak spot on these cars. I've broken a few of these now, and sometimes not even with very hard impacts. But it's not a big deal. I've got some RPM arms to put on there, and hopefully that should be the end of it. Also, I've broken this top adjustable turnbuckle thingamajig here, so that's an easy fix, so not too bad. But I'm not really too impressed with these shocks. They leak. Look at that. Every time I take it out, they leak all the oil out, even when it's just sitting there. So I might upgrade these to some, are they hot racing? Perhaps put some on his one. And if they do the similar ones for the Outcast, then I may put them on mine too. So here's the radio that I'm using on this car. It's a Fly Sky RC, and this thing really is of some premium quality. I'll just turn it on so you have a quick look what's going on in there. So we're all colour screen. I've done a whole review on this radio before, and there's loads of settings in there. You've got endpoint adjustments, dual rates. You can assign different functions, different models, model memories. You name it, this thing has got it. Most of it's made out of aluminium. It really does feel good in the hand. The steering wheel, you can adjust it for left and right-handed. Don't worry about this contraption. That's some things I can hold my phone so I can drive and film at the same time. The reason I put this radio on was that the stock Arrma radio, it had so much delay. So when you're jumping it in the air and you're trying to control it in the air with a throttle and brake, it was almost impossible. So that's why I changed out the radio. So there's going to be a link to where you can get one of these from down below. And they're not bad for the price. They're pretty, I don't want to say cheap because some of you guys always moan, but they're affordable, shall we say. Link down below, have a look for yourself. Next, the servo. I'm using a EcoBoost servo, 20 kilos of torque, loads of speed, super smooth, and these really are dirt cheap. Fully metal geared, metal cased. And if you want to know where I got that from, there's going to be a link to this down below too. So battery wise, I run it on these 4-cell ZOP powers. These are dirt cheap. And I'm going to put a link to these batteries down below. I've been running these batteries for a few months now, and they've been really good. Loads of power, loads of punch, and they've been reliable. I have recently, one battery has died, and I think the reason it died is because I let it run out. I left it fully discharged at like 0%. I let it sit there for like a couple of weeks. Then when I went to try and charge it up, one of the cells had died. But, you know, for a cheap battery, I really can't complain. And the other battery that I sometimes use is this battery here, and this is a 3-cell ZOP power. So with a 4-cell, the the Arrma Outcast is like crazy fast. With a free cell, it kind of tames it down a little bit. So I'm going to put a link to both of these batteries down below. And I think I've got to get the transmission rebuilt on the Land Rover. If we have a little look underneath, look, there's a puddle of oil. And if we have a look at the transfer case, look, it's dripping out. I'm not really fully sure where it's coming out. So, yeah, I think we're going to have to take it out and reseal it and maybe send it off and get it rebuilt. It still works though, still drives, you know, just makes a bit of a mess on the floor, so, yeah, not too much of a big deal. I've got my Bison V3 sitting here, so this needs a new pin in here, a little bit of a weak spot, so I'm going to repair this soon and get this out again very soon. And then up here, I've got my two Roven Bahas. This one here is the normal wheelbase, the long wheelbase one. This one here is a short wheelbase one. These are really loud, and I may actually take these out on the weekend, or at least one of them. But I do have to fit a kill switch to it. I fitted one to it before and it didn't really work, so I've got a different one now, and I'm going to put that one in, see if that solves it. Because I want to take it to a track, and you can't have it doing a runaway when there's people around, so better safe than sorry. Also, I've got to do a little bit of work on my Kraton 6S soon. We've done some really hard landings with this the other day, and it either took out the speed controller or the receiver. I think it's the receiver. So I'll need to have a little look at this and fix that as well. X-Max sort of smashed the whole rear end off. If you look at the video before this video, you can see how that happened. It looks bad, but it's not really that bad. I've got the spare parts for it here. These are pretty cheap. Oh, and here's the engine that we blew up. So Stempy came over the other night and we put the ripper motor through it and it broke. So that video will be coming up very soon. Maybe even tomorrow. And then I've got to get my Hobeo Hyper MT working again. Last time I took it out, it took a bit of a bad landing and I smashed off one of these diff cups. Look at that in there, broken off. And that is definitely a weak spot on them. That's the second one I've broken now. And I've heard other people breaking them too. I didn't even land it that bad. So I've got another diff casing here and I found that it tracks as X-Max wheel bearing actually fits over that perfectly. So what we're going to do, get some old bearings, take the inner race out, and then maybe I might just sort of TIG weld them onto this cup here, because then that should stop them cups from breaking. So loads of wrenching coming up, but I haven't really got time to make wrenching videos. All the editing and all the filming, it takes a lot of time. So I'll do most of my wrenching now over on my live stream channel. There's going to be a link to that channel down below. More Kevin Talbot. You guys are all welcome to come along, join in with the fun, ask questions, and just kind of get involved. And then I've still got to do a little bit of work on my little home-built Monster Jam grave digger. So this one's brushless, got front and rear wheel steering. If you want to see how I built this, I did a whole full build video series, a 3-part series where I'll show you how to build this. So it started out life as one of these little toy Monster Jam toys, and I turned it into a proper hobby grade RC car. The only trouble is, this brushless motor, it tends to cog a little bit when I first try and drive it. It's sort of, and then it goes. So I'm going to have to have a little look at that, maybe change the speed controller, maybe change the motor, maybe the transmission, but I do want to get this going nicely. Also, I've got some RPM upper links here to try and, I hope these are going to fit on my Slash 4x4, because on my Slash 4x4, these turnbuckles, I know this is the Arrma, but these turnbuckles on my Slash, they always, every time you crash like that, they kind of sort of shrink, they pop inwards, they skip on the thread, and then you've got a load of camber. The Arrma ones, the other trouble is with them, they snap off. So hopefully I can get some of these solid links on there, and that's going to eliminate that problem. Because I'm only bashing, I don't need any adjustability. Also, I've got some different gearing options here to try on my Arrma Kraton 8S. Stock out the box, it's a little bit lazy. So hopefully by gearing it up, it's going to sort of wake it up a little bit. Anyway, subscribe, smash the bell button, because you don't want to miss any of my awesome content coming up. Or unsubscribe if you don't want to see it. Bye!